If you want to know how to increase your streams, your sales, and your overall fan base without a complex strategy, then I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And it only requires three steps, and you will completely understand by the end of this video. Now, I'm guessing for a lot of you all, this is probably not your first time hearing what I'm about to say. And the first thing I want to mention is that if you failed on step 2 of this process, and I'm going to talk about in the past, it's cool because there's a lot of information out there that has confused step 2, and it has caused you to stop progressing forward. Now, many times that misinformation keeps you from success, so it's cool, but if you want to continue to fail, then by all means, tune out. But I don't want you to do that because I find this process is for everybody, because no matter how big you get, you can always improve on this 3-step framework. So my goal is to help you all understand that increasing your streams, sales, and overall fan base is not as hard as it seems. And it is the key to unlock everything that you desire to receive from the efforts you put forth with your music offerings. It took me a while to get through step 2, but I'm slowly mastering it, and I'm going to show you what I mean right now. So here we go. Check it out. Back when I started this channel in 2019, I had one focus: music publishing, and that was my world, and I was passionate about helping artists collect what they were owed. But as time went on, I realized that most artists just aren't missing music publishing income. They were missing an entire system to make money, period. So by 2021, I started shifting my content towards showing artists how to get paid before their first streams, but something was still off until I discovered creators like Donald Miller, Russell Brunson, Myron Golden, and the likes thereof. Their frameworks work, but not for the music industry and not for musicians. The industry has its own rules. The music industry does, all right? And that's when I knew that it was my job to break it down specifically for us, okay? Did you catch what I just did there? Because if not, you'll get it in about 2 to 3 minutes as I go through step 2. A lot of you guys come into this game thinking that music sells itself, but it doesn't. It actually just hooks people in. And that's all it does, and that's all it ever did. It's the free sample, the orange chicken sample, if you will, the lead generator. And that is why you're stuck. And it's because you think that the music sells itself, and therefore you think people want more of it. But really, it's just bait. It's the hook. It's not even the fishing pole or the fishing line. I had to understand the entire sales process of the artist to understand where music fit in. Because at the end of the day, we're actually selling the artist, and the music is the byproduct of selling the music artist. So after my investigations, I understood that if an artist was to make money, music was only going to be the bait, nothing else, nothing more. So this is why you want to create the best music possible and offer the best music possible out of your best creations. Don't you want to create the best visuals possible to entice the viewers to be emotionally pulled into your world? Well, if you notice, this is all bait activity. And finally, you want to place the music, the bait, in a place where there are hungry fish. Playlists, other influencers pages, synchronization placements, and so forth and so on. So you're probably thinking that you need to release as much music as possible to get on the radar. But that's not the truth. You actually want to release the best bait possible to get on the radar, because at the end of the day, all the music is the hook. And you might even say the catchiest hook wins, which in most cases it does. And once you apply this methodology, it will change your game, because you will know that you are not at the end of the sales process of the artist by a long shot, but you are actually at the beginning. Ooh-wee. All right, here comes step number 2. We got to build the trust with the age-old thing called the story. So the reason why you haven't succeeded with your music isn't your fault, and here's why. You didn't know that the people need to understand your backstory. And I didn't say you need to tell it. I said they need to understand it. And that's why you need to tell it, because the backstory builds trust into your music and lets the people know that they can trust you. And if they care enough about the music that they listen to, it validates them, how they feel, and the music that they're listening to itself. Okay. And then most people fail because they don't tell their backstory. But again, it's not your fault, because you just don't come out the gate knowing this. Nobody knows this in the game. Well, a lot of people know it, but they don't express it to you because they're too busy making money for themselves. And that's justifiable. It is. Right? It takes a long time to understand this stuff. Everybody don't want to teach it. And this all comes from the music should sell itself myth, as I've already said. And if you don't build trust with the people you hook with your music, they will jump off of that hook. They will be the fish that stole your bait. And these are known as the browsers, or the people who just hang out on Spotify and like their favorite songs and keep it pushing, never buying an album, t-shirt, concert ticket, or anything else you got for sale. So without this trust, you will not move on to the next step. Now, earlier in this video, I expressed what I was doing in the very beginning with step 2. Did you notice that? Did you notice how I gave you my backstory? I gained the confidence and the ability to do this because I knew that to sell my products, I had to begin to tell you guys who I really was. I had to post my plaques behind me again. Like, you had to see proof in my work, and you had to see my years of experience. Without knowing this stuff, my products just don't become valid. And the same thing happens with your music, right? Without immersing myself in your story, your music doesn't become valid to me. I just like the song because it's what it is. I don't get the chance to become a fan, is really what I'm saying. And you didn't offer me the chance to become a fan either, because you never told me who you were again. So you don't really mean anything to me. Fans don't become fans of the music. They become fans of the story they resonate with, because that story resonates with them. It's pretty much like their life. It's the fabric of their life. And if you think you don't need to tell your story, then in your mind, you're probably right. But on the outside, we can tell that you're quite wrong. And what you actually need to do is let us understand who you are so that we can trust to buy. That's where your money comes from. Tell your story so we can get access to you in your world, so that we can produce value in our minds to create a perceived value about you in order to make us make a purchase from you. Very simple, very easy, nothing complex. As I promised, nothing too hard. You can do this. The hardest part is turning on the camera, and all you have to do is press one button and start talking. That's all you gotta do, man. So now here's our last step. We gotta push them to the sale. We gotta make an offer. Many artists think that they need to know a bunch of sales jargon skills to actually make a sale, but really making that sale is really easy. When it comes to selling a product, all you have to do is make an offer. If you built trust through your story, you could have an amazing story and a half-baked offer, and people will still buy because they know your story. They understand your struggle, right? They understand your position, and they will support you with their dollars and cents. Very easy. You did most of the work in the story. However, if you do get stuck here, and chances are you're probably not asking them to actually buy, that's probably why you're stuck. You have to be clear with telling people what you want them to do and where you want them to go. A simple call to action will get them to the link in your bio, and it will prompt them to comment something so that you can send them the link via your DM chat automation, mini chat automation, whatever it is you got. A call to action is simply like asking the girl or guy for their number after you talk to them for a few seconds or a few minutes, depending on how your game is. And after you got in the story, and all you have to do is say, hey, let me get your number. Or in our case, hey, go here and purchase this product that I created for you. Selling music or music-based products is the same concept. It's nothing different about it. So whatever you're thinking right now, I can guarantee that you're overthinking it. Just tell them where to go and you'll be fine. The bulk of the selling was done in the story. So when you say buy this drop or support this bundle, that's your offer. And if the story was strong, they'll buy it. You don't need well, you do need a website, but this could be easily a Shopify link, a Bandcamp page, or a Gumroad page. The point is, you just need a place to send them. Simple as that, nothing too hard. But once you tell the guy or girl a little bit about you and they're convinced that you might be a good catch, hint, hint, there's the bait, ask for the number. Simple, very simple, very simple. You want fruits for your labor, ask for the number. You can keep going in circles, or you can follow this frame. What I'm telling you is nothing new. You never heard it before. It's already working. And the real question isn't, shouldn't you do this? It's how long are you not going to do this? How long are you going to throw everybody on Spotify and hope that you get paid and get a bunch of streams to keep getting paid? I can tell you right now, all those Spotify streams are not going to fund your entire career. They're just going to fund the operations, and it's all going to be used up on your way climbing up to the top. I'm telling you that from experience. So I don't care how much money you think you got in your DistroKid account. Even if you got $500,000, you should be making $5 million straight up. That's really what's happening. If you're making $500,000 on streams, you should be somewhere around $5 million overall. And all of that $500,000 is going to be eaten up in your operation expenses if you're really, really getting out here and you're hustling, right? So how much longer can you afford not to do this? Hook them, tell them the story, and call them to action. If you need help with understanding this method even more than I'm so passionate about, join the Music Money Makers community every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we talk about situations like this live. If you need a system to support all of the money that you're about to make from doing this, Grab my 60-day record label system as well. Otherwise, you risk commingling your funds and allowing me to collect all your publishing money from the MLC, because that's where they send the black box money to the other publishers there. Anyway, maybe you're thinking, I don't have enough followers to do this, or my music isn't perfect yet, or what if I don't have anything else to offer? Maybe you're worried that putting yourself out there with your story will make you look desperate or unprofessional. And these are all normal concerns, but they're also the very roadblocks keeping you from succeeding with this age-old concept. Again, this ain't nothing new. This is nothing new. All of this works, and I'm a testament to it, as well as millions of other businesses. You won't be the first, and you definitely won't be the last. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need to start with what you got and then see how far that's gonna take you, which is pretty far, so long as your music is good, all right? Now think about it. Think about what it's really gonna cost you to keep doing the stuff that you were doing the old way. Every day you wait to implement this type of funnel is another day of missed opportunities, lost fans, and money left on the table. And it's so true, that's the sad part. Losing momentum and wasting potential and missing out on building genuine connection with fans who could have become the lifelong supporters and customers is something every artist would hate to lose. So why are you? The longer you wait, the more your competitors will be building these relationships while you're just stuck in the age-old paradigm of just release more music and everything will be fine. You can't do this. The truth is, this 3-step funnel isn't complicated. It's actually beautifully simple. You've already got the most important piece, your music. Now it's about positioning it correctly and telling your story authentically and making clear offers to your audience. And this is the exact same framework that's transforming artists from being just musicians to becoming successful music entrepreneurs, music money makers. If you make music, you should always make money. And if you always want to make money, you need to do this. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, jump into the 60-day record label course beneath this video. Join me every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Music Money Makers community. Take advantage of our master classes in there. Grab the free stuff beneath this video if this is your first time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe on this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.